Hello, guys, and welcome to today's A to Z show. So, I have with me the richest musician in Australia. He's the one that just flew in, Zion Felix, all the way from Germany to Ghana just to interview him. If you do this, you have a new record to beat his record. So, who am I speaking with? Stick and stay. I'll be right back. So, welcome back, guys. So, NY Melody. Charlie, who is Capon?
True.
According to that, there is any kind of flight, business class, first class. Utraman, so I remember interviewing.
Oh, you think like
Charlie, I mean, you've spent about over a month in Ghana.
yes.
How has it been?
No, so far so good. Things are going very well. Some things are going well. Some things are not changing. So
But you came primarily to promote the new music.
yes,
Far away.
yes.
And how has that gone so far?
So far, I mean, within 2 weeks, it had crossed over a million. So not bad. I mean, we are promoting it, and the reason why we are here is a lot of Ghanaians know the song Kumbaya, right? And some of the songs I did about 10 years ago, but they don't know the face with the song. So primarily, that is why I'm here, to link the face with the music. Brand awareness.
Yeah. And I mean, I saw you at different events. If you are mad that crowd, video and you are in it. You're everywhere. Is that part of the strategy?
No, yeah, it's part of it. Some of them were just coincidental, just an accidental, just like the tourism one. Michael Blackson was the one who invited me. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, and I happened to meet some of your people there. So, yeah,
good. I mean, we'll talk to Michael Blackson later on because you've done something. But let's go back to Far Away.
Yeah.
How did it come about? What is the song about? Because you see elements about singing about immigration in general. So I want to find out where the concept came about for the song first.
Okay, well, at the moment, you see what's going on around the world, right? This song I actually did about 20 years ago.
Oh,
But then that was a feeling I had then, but now this is something that is more of a reality. So it's basically me having a wishful thinking that I could just get up and go to Argentina without a visa. I can go to anywhere, in Europe, America. I don't need a visa as long as I have the money for my plane ticket, or I can walk there, I can paddle a canoe there. It shouldn't be a problem. And they should just celebrate me, Awawa too.
Once you're there.
Unfortunately, it's not. It is,
I mean, you have been in Australia for how long?
Just about 11 years.
11 years. And let's talk about this traveling matter. So if you were to leave from Ghana to Australia, what should you expect? What's the process? How do you get a visa? How many hours is it going? Because you often say Australia's on the other side of the world. So it's on the backdrop of Far Away. Let's tell us how Australia is, how it is to get there.
Okay, so with Australia, the fastest flight you can get there would be about 26 hours. That's the fastest you can. Yeah, most people are taking 48. If you grab 50 something to get there. So I know fun is a trot run. When I was going there, it took me like almost 3 days.
3 days.
Yeah, because I took some to Morocco to London, and from London, then I went to Qatar. Because that eventually then the money no day, so I have to come from strategy. But I mean, realistically, it takes you about, let's say, getting to 30 hours to get to Australia. Yeah,
From Ghana.
Yes.
And in terms of visa and all of that, what is the regime like? Do you have to apply? Is there a consulate to go to? How does it work?
The embassy here does not handle visas.
Okay.
I think if you are in Ghana and you do it here, you will have to go to the Kenya one, right?
Okay. I'm not so sure.
Yeah, it is actually. You have to go to Kenya, the embassy there for the applications. But what I would like to tell Ghanaians quickly is that you don't need to go through that. There's something that we call IMI account. You can check it online. IMMI. If you want to apply for Australia, just register for the IMI account. It's free.
Okay.
So that one, when you process your thing, it's processed directly from Australia.
Okay.
Do you get it?
So it's like an app or it's a website?
It is let's say it's a website.
Okay.
So you go IMI account, register or create an IMI account. They will come up.
Okay.
Your email and everything. Simple. You just go, what are you doing? Is it visitors visa? You go there, you click, and you ask all the questions. It will demand all the documents. You pay, and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Right.
Good.
I'm not saying it's easy to do it, but it's a simpler way to go about it. Yeah.
Good. And let's talk about the video as well. Charlie, you almost lost your life. We've seen those little snippets of it.
Yeah.
What was the concept for the video to begin with, and why did you decide to go to your deep end and almost sort of drown?
Oh, somebody will call me stupid, but I promise you, it's not about stupidity. I keep on telling people that from this experience, that water that they call sea or ocean, it's not a physical thing, Ameyaw. Charlie, like some spirits be there. It was calling out to me, and when a sea calls out to you, you won't know it's calling out to you. You will feel everything you are doing it by yourself. You only realize after you are inside. You know, because the guy, we're just going to do the video, you know, because it's about immigration. He didn't want us to do it like I'm going to America or UK or anything. So rather, he made me travel back in time. And the concept was me being picked up by some foreigners, and they take me to the beach. I get on the boat, there's a storm, I jump in the water, and the storm takes me back in time to the 70s. That was whole thing. I was supposed to jump in the water. But the foolish thing I did was, when he asked me, do you know how to swim? I just did my hand like this, like 50-50. You know that thing.
0-100.
Yes, so, but it's the first thing that should have come to my mind. Charlie, anyway, you don't know how to swim. But I don't know, at that point in time, that thing never came to my mind. I couldn't swim. So all I did was, I would just do my risk analysis, looking in the water instead of looking at the horizon. I just told the guy, you know, take me to the shore. Take me to the shore, and I'll just jump in and spring back up. In my mind, you jump, your feet touch the ground, the sun, you jump back up like some Rambo or something like that. But that's not what happened. I was actually in the middle of the ocean. So when he said action, I was like, okay, so okay. Before he said action, I was like, look, I'm going to jump in, I'll swim around it and go to where the ladder is on the back of the boat and get in. But you can't even swim. So how are you going to do it? But see, that was something. That was the confidence that I had. So it's the action, and I jumped in. Charlie, Ameyaw.
Before you knew, so
the first in my head was in my ears, and I just kept falling and falling and falling. At that time, my brain was going very fast. I was like, "What's happening? I'm not hitting the ground." Then just something just told me that, Charlie, if you don't learn how to swim on the small, you're not going home.
But Australia has a lot of water bodies around, so how can you be there and not learn how to swim?
I went from Ghana to Australia. And you know, here it's not something that they encourage too much, so much. It's only children that happen to be living around there, you know, the sea areas close to the sea, that naturally they learn how to swim. The fishermen and those things that. But we are not really those type of people, you know. So unfortunately, I don't know how to swim. I have to learn, you know.
Yeah, you should practice your swimming skills, just like myself. At least Nathan knows how to swim better than I do. You could say me drown or no rescue me. But I mean, I think it's been worth it. The video is doing well. People are enjoying it. So all that sort of going with that concept has paid off. Yeah,
I'm not saying anybody should just go and just take foolish risks. But I mean, it was worth it, but then it was not necessary. You know, in hindsight, I would say it wasn't necessary. But then, although it's in hindsight, I was blindfolded. I mean, spiritually, you know. But I'm here. So thanks be to God.
Great. And I mean, while you've been in Ghana, have you collaborated? Have you seen opportunities to work with people here?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I've seen some people that I would love to work with. I'm still working on that. Yeah, I mean, we have some things coming up. I mean, I'm trying to get something done with King Promise, and he's on it.
But you are quite King Promise biased, because I saw an interview where you were saying that he deserves the Artist of the Year on top of all the other people.
Nah, don't you think he does?
Oh, well, he does. I mean, he's worked hard just as much as the other people are, but you are very convinced.
No, the way you say just as much. You see, that is where I don't agree with you. And when I look at the facts on the ground, he's worked more than others.
But sometimes it's not just also about the work; it's about the music, because that's what connects immediately.
Mhm.
And then if you look at somebody like Kim Promise, I don't think any of Kim Paluta,
Mhm.
the others have hit songs that can match what he put out. His songs were, at least in Ghana, everywhere you went to, on platforms, on campaign trails, everywhere. He had very, not just one, not just two, but big songs that, but I think this year maybe Kim Promise didn't have those major smash hits.
No, he did. He did. You see, no disrespect to Paluta. Paluta is like I respect the guy. The songs that he did are big songs. But I don't think at the moment Paluta has anything on Kim Promise. Kim Promise is way up there. And look, I've been doing music longer than Kim Promise. But in music, he's my senior brother. You can understand what I'm saying? And there's some things that are just factual. And when it comes to whose music has gone out there, that's Kim Promise. Paluta's song, big bangers. Those two songs especially, big bangers. But say Oko Drew, Oko Baby, to say Bia, Tokyo, that kind of thing, over Paluta, you know, he's not gotten there yet. He is getting there. But Kim Promise is already there. Bali, Tokyo, like everywhere. You know what I mean? And he deserves it. I mean, if he doesn't deserve it this time, when? You get it?
Well, I agree with you. I mean, then if not now, then when? Because I feel even last year, some of us were rooting for him to do. So I think if he wants it, it's in order. So I mean, no qualms about that. Yeah. So possible collaboration with Kim Promise. Coming up. If you're looking forward to that.
And I would really love to do some with Paluta.
Paluta as well.
Yeah.
Good. Who else would you like to work with?
So Wendy Shea.
Good.
And there's Mugis.
Chale.
Yeah.
The good old Mugis.
Yes. He's a legend. I love his style.
His style is unique, and he still has that. He's still relevant, and so
I mean,
it will be good to.
Ghana Pana, when you're that's just Ghana. He is relevant.
Yeah, very true. Good. So I mean, we've talked about things coming up in terms of possible collaboration. Yes. What else are we expecting from NY Melody during this year and beyond?
Okay, so this year, do not expect less than 6 songs from me this year.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a lot of things coming up, and I plan to be very, very consistent.
Cool.
Yeah, unlike the other time that maybe I can go 5 years without releasing. I am going to release so many songs this year, and all will be very good, powerful, timeless songs. You know, Ghana here, we have this, I don't know what a mindset or conception whereby you need to be popular before they love your music. And people tend to support you when it is popular to support you. Do you get it? But good music is good music everywhere.
So
that is the difference between us and Abrafuni and other places. If you go and play a song somewhere, it's, oh my God, this guy is so good. But if you are Ghana, you know, but that's just us, you know.
It's a cultural thing.
Yeah, I don't know what that says a cultural thing, but hey, you should buy a way home.
But I mean, I feel say Oba Ghana, no, some spirit has entered you. You want to do more. Is it challenging for you to live in Australia and still pursue this music if you want to hit the Ghanaian market? Is it a challenge? Yeah,
it can't be a challenge because some of the things you need to be physically present, right? For you to do your promotions, you have to be here. You have to be going around, be seen at the relevant places. I could be there and do stuff online, you know, but then it's not just about being online. Sometimes you have to be on TV, radio stations, go there physically, you know, be around, go for shows, let people see you. These things are important, but at the same time, it's not just about Ghana as well. Mine is also to try and conquer Asia. So I'm just creating a balance, but everybody wants to be loved where they come from. That's it. So
good. So how is it going with the Asian Australasia kind of market?
So let's say the Asia Pacific region that place is good. You know, even with me, but they're not being so active. Every 3 months, every quarter, I was getting $200 to $300. You see, so that just tells me that if I do more, I'll be getting a lot of money. So and in saying that, That's the difference between there and here. Me not being active, I'm still getting some money.
Yeah.
But here, the ones that are being so active, they say Shatta Wale when you're 1,000 Ghana. It's not even funny, It's like, how can Shatta Wale? You know how famous he is around the world? You know how many times they play his music? Now when you're 1,000 Ghana a year. See, you're laughing, but it's not funny. But this is something that, this is, I don't saying, I don't even know. Hey, yeah.
But it's a 1,000 about a year, it's just from what's supposed to be his royalties. But in reality, he's clocking and making a lot.
No. Shatta Wale is damn freaking rich.
Yeah.
That's not what we are talking about.
But then, in terms of
his royalties that he's getting it.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Shatta Wale is already rich.
Yeah.
But there's more money that he's supposed to be getting that he's not getting. And I don't know who is not.
I think
that to happen.
It's not. It's just the system. And I think once things are put in place where you're able to measure and reward the use of intellectual property, until that happens, we are not going anywhere. And I hope it's not somebody's. It's not I hope somebody will crack. It's just a system that we've lived with. We are now trying to make it work. So it's going to take.
But I don't agree with you. Okay. So if in a twist of what do you call it, microsecond, they can do things like e-levy and those things, and implement in such a way that you don't think they can do this for?
I know it's easy because not telecom phone or when they are sending the money. They are tracking. They know how to trace and say we are sending security and TF but we don't even have the mechanism to monitor. Say, and this person's song is being played here, and say we need those things.
What is stopping us from getting those things? But those things are not beyond our reach. That's what I'm saying.
They're not. So we have to
every time
work towards it.
People should actually be careful when I say these things, but no disrespect to anybody, but some people somewhere, I don't know who, they know what to do to make sure this works. Okay? Can telecom, there are radio stations that play music. They can always submit whatever they do. And the music, when it comes to distributing music right online, there's a code that is in these like songs.
The digital stuff.
Exactly. So these things can be implemented in such a way that when they play it in the radio station, they know what is being played. Even those with the spinning machines, they can give them something that you must play whatever through it for them to be able to register. The clubs must pay, radio stations must pay, TV stations must pay, the funerals must pay, the beer bars must pay. Sana ichini one dem about okra na me yare, God forbid, na me kasi go fund and mami. Then somebody sitting out there will say, I want Ameyaw Debrah. When you ask all the payment, what has it got to do the royalties that were not given to me?
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Hopefully we get. I mean, I earlier on the name of Michael Blackson came in, and I was like, let's talk about him later. We saw you eating with him, and then eventually we also saw that you had sort of stocked or refurbished the infirmary at his school with items. How did that happen? When did this concept come? Was this something you picked up even before you came to Ghana? Or
no, for when it comes to the philanthropy side, it's something I've been doing my whole life, and
it's true. This man, unless he doesn't see me write somewhere that me here's the car, and then he say check your account, something has entered. That doesn't mean you should look for him and worry him. But that's a fact. He's a nice person. He gives with his heart and all of that. So that I can vouch for from my side. So
something that we do, and we don't do it for any reason, but we do it for the love of it, to make see people happy. It's like a transfer of power. If somebody is powerless, you transfer a bit of your power to make the person whole again. We just have that joy. And aside that, we say that the obedience semen and then you. So when you have a lot of money, you do this all the time, you never grow. Do you get it? I'm not saying I have all the money in the world, but I'll never run dry because I know how to give. And this is an open secret. Whoever is watching out there, open your hands and give. Yes, and you'll be blessed.
Correct.
Okay, so talking about that, I talked to the teachers in the school, and they asked me for academic materials. They listed a whole lot of things for me. Then I got it. So I took it to the school. But when I put it, I was like, look, now I have the chance to be with the students. Let me ask them what they need. Teachers that come out there, but the kids might say certain things. So I asked them, and one girl said, sick bay. They want the sick bay. I was just wondering. And I was looking at this little boy called Righteous. Then I had been discolored. I could be wrong. Maybe standing in it here. But normally, when the child is like that, maybe the child is a bit malnourished. And we must go school the free day. But the other things that they need. So I was like, okay, let me take it upon myself. If there's sick bay, so I'll build some mini clinic for them, and we hire a nurse that's going to, do these checks and vaccinations here and there. He will check your weight, things that will make sure they are healthy. All these things just so they can thrive. So within that week, we just got everything, like I think 3 hospital beds. Like we just did everything from scratch, from the curtains, the desk, the chairs, the water, the stethoscope, like medical supplies, like medicine, everything. Yeah, and we just started that for the kids, just to make them.
And they were happy. I mean, from the video side.
Oh yes, they were very, very happy. The children were very, yeah,
good, fantastic. So I mean, there you have it. We've had this interesting chat with NY Melody. Let's wrap up with that
melody. Yeah, the NY is for Nanaya. Yeah, and melody is just the gift God has given. Because I'm good making melodies.
But from the beginning, you have not always been NY Melody.
And I was NY.
Just NY.
Yeah, just so the melody.
With the melody in the back. Good. Charlie, thanks. It's been nice. Hey, Mike Natofo. It's been nice chatting with you. And I know you're going back soon. But Charlie, we are always here keeping an eye out, watching what you're doing, and we wish you the very best in it all.